according to Chris Forrester, Trent Williams is in the building. Now, of course, no one's actually seen Trent. You never seen that meme of like Shaq hiding behind a tree? I think that's Trent right now. He's not. You can't see him with your own two eyes, but he's here. According to sources, this is incredible, especially paired with the Brandon Ayuk news. He doesn't seem to be here. I don't know why, but Trent's old, and he's here. I think that's incredible, man. Great news. What do you think about this?
Yeah, because we're in the mandatory portions about now, right? Or getting close to it. So good. And look, when he's been absent the last like month, or not even the last month, he was here in the beginning, then he went away and then came back. Like, if there's anyone who can do that on the team, it's number one, Trent Williams. Why? Because he's old. Like, look, I'm like, and I keep thinking to myself, like, okay, what if like I never saw anyone make a big deal like, oh, he's not there. Like, my thing is like, look, if he's out there and actually even for some reason participate, which he doesn't, imagine like explaining like without context, like, oh, we lost Trent Williams for the year, or he's out, or he's been hindered this season. Oh, why? He got injured. Oh, did he get injured in the game? No. Oh, did he get injured during practice during the regular season? No. Okay. Did he get injured in the preseason? No, he got hurt in May. What? He got hurt in May or June? Come on. So no, but like, look, I'm glad he's in the building. He's not going to participate, right? I doubt he is, but it's good for him to be there because what's the one thing we just, like you just said, like, oh, they're trying to mitigate drama. They're trying to get everyone to lock in. How do you lock in? You got to get your best player / one of your top leaders in the building and be like, yo, dude, we're not effing around this year. Like, that's the one thing that I keep seeing the trend, like from Kyle Shanahan to Lynch, all these players, like last year, like they were just like, I mean, look, the cloud was hanging over their head last year. And I still remember one of the first articles I wrote right after that Vegas Super Bowl, we had gotten back, and I was just like, look, reasons for hope, reason for downers. And I was signing with the negative side because it's like, look, this is another heartbreaking year. This is going to hang over these guys. They have a short off season. Like, how do you shake away from that, dude? Like that trauma, just like that loss, that hurt, that heartbreak. And they just didn't. And then you add all these other things with the Ayuk situation. So now you got a whole huge flip. Like Williams is in the building, Bosa's there. Or Bosa wasn't showing up for OTAs for a minute, and now you give him all this money. Now it's like, hey, Bosa, we paid this money. I don't give a damn as voluntary. You get over here. We need you here. We paid you. I know it says voluntary, but you know what it says on your contract? Top paid defensive player. Come to the facility. Come show your guys. Come give Michael Williams some advice. Look, and Michael Williams was already, they haven't even been teammates for a month. And he was going on Kay Adams saying, like, dude, I'm already learning a lot. Like, what? Huh? Yep. I remember one of my cousins said on Twitter, he's like, damn, Bosa being a leader, crazy. Like, that's how much of a rap. It's crazy. It feels like all this change is going with these guys. Now it's like, come over to my wing. We're building these things, baby. We're going. We're locked in now.
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now. Or it's a totally different team. It's not like the team that was in the NFC Championship in the Super Bowl a year and a half ago. This is a bunch of players that weren't on that team, and this is a team that isn't necessarily in Super Bowl contention just yet. They might be, but they might be a year away too. And I think they know that. And I think they realize you can't just show up in training camp and be like, all right, man, we were that team, roll the balls out, we're that team again. Like, nah, you kind of have to show all these rookies and you have to build it again. And that's why, like, it's not okay to skip OTAs. Bosa has to be there and McCaffrey has to be there, and they are there. And you're 37, Trent, or almost, and it's old. I know I'm 37 too, but you got to be there and you got to be on the field at some point. Because it would really, all these young guys are watching you, man. And it's one thing for Brandon Ayuk to act out, but he's not a future Hall of Famer. You are. You're the best, and you're a captain, and he isn't. So you got to do it. And the fact that he's here is really, really important. Huh?
And we're paying you a lot, Trent.
Yeah, and that too. Gave the extension last year, dude. You got nothing to be mad about. Don't act like young Brandon Ayuk. You are 11 years older than Brandon Ayuk. Don't do that.
No, I don't think he. Look, and honestly, like, yeah, OTAs does matter because, number one, speaking of fascinating answers, revealing ones that Brock Purdy had after he signed his extension was he was talking about like, yeah, I'm a big believer in starting things now, and it goes back to the bad vibes they felt last year. Like, he's like, no, I'm trying to be here, and he even said like, yeah, I don't think even if I got a sign, I still would have been here because he knows like it starts now. Like, yes, it starts now. It's all about momentum. Sports, especially in football, like that momentum is so huge. And the 49ers never had any of that in the regular season. Why? Because they had none in the offseason. There was no camaraderie. There was no like feel. And I'm going back to an answer like what you just said, that was perfect. It's like, yeah, like they're not too worried about the Super Bowl. It's like, yeah, Kyle legit, maybe Kyle or Brock Purdy said that. No, Kyle legit said that. He's like, yeah, like last year we were kind of like looking ahead, looking at the Super Bowl, and that's bad. Now it's like, how do we just get good in this practice? How do we get back to that humbling, like we belong here? And honestly, that was one of my concerns I had last year with the 49ers is like, look, they've been to the playoffs and so deep all the time that now they're going to treat the regular season like the NBA teams do. That's just the regular season. We'll just get by. Maybe we'll get 10 wins just to get it in, and then we'll try hard. And look, it doesn't work that way in the NFL. That's why this is the king sport, and the NBA is bottom feeding. Because like, look, even if you're great, you still have to treat these games like they're playoff material. You can't. And it starts with OTAs. You got to start it now, get it through, and then it's going to pay off for you when you like it's week 10 and it's like, oh, we're down by 10 or something like that. I'm going to go out there and ball for my brother. I'm going to go out there and I'm just make sure like we get this play, get this execution going.
Get started at factormeals.com/Cohn50off and use code Cohn50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Tomorrow, practice open to the media. Best guess. What are we going to see from Trent in this session? On the field, in pads, not pads, in uniform, or just emotional support? Like, what do you think?
Sidelines. He ain't going on the field. He's not going to warm up either. He'll probably go out there. You'll probably be like, someone's like, you're going to get a clip of him or someone like, oh yeah, he was out here for 10 minutes and went back into the shed, something like that. Well, look, it's fine. Like you don't want him out again. I don't want him out there on the field. I think that's a little malpractice if you have Trent Williams out at the field. He's in there for the rooms, right? Cool. Everyone's like, oh, cool. And then you give him the talk. You're there for the workouts. Cool. Now you go out there and now we'll go run it through, like, because you don't need him to get hurt or anything like that in June, like kicking, like, oh, he just we're only getting him for 3 reps. Oh, on the second rep, he freaking tweaked his calf because he was practicing in June, like that. You know, I would have a field day on the 49ers on that if they allowed him to do that. So I think he's going to be that emotional support leader, workouts, give some speeches, whatever, give some hugs, little daps, some smiles, maybe a wink.
A wink goes a long way.
That wasn't even a wink. Right. Can you even wink? Are you okay? You're probably blinded by that Santa Clara sun, dude. That thing is merciless.
It's super hot down here, man. There's a reason they don't do day games out here in September.